Since the end of the Cold War, this historic space race between the United States and the Soviet Union that we all grew up with then turned into something more of a space relay race, with both sides actually cooperating and handing each other that amenable baton. It was maybe the best example of this was the International Space Station. Well, that is no more, folks. The Pentagon, in fact, has just added Russia to a list of countries prohibited from working with the U.S. on space launches. RT correspondent Yulia Shapovalova has the story from Moscow.
According to sources, these restrictions apply to satellites as well as the launchers necessary for sending them into orbit. The list of countries to which commercial space contracts can no longer be awarded from 2023 onwards includes China, North Korea, Iran, Sudan and Syria. The ban will not affect launches scheduled to take place before December 31st, 2022. The acting Secretary of Defense, Patrick Shanahan, has been stressing the need for America to change its space strategy in order to maintain its dominance in this sphere, particularly in light of the successes of Russia and China. It was also previously reported that the United States intended to stop using Russian RD-180 rocket engines by 2022. By that time, America hopes to have completed testing of the Delta IV Heavy and Falcon Heavy rockets and made improvements to the spacecraft that will be put into orbit, namely the Dragon and the Dream Chaser. The Russian state space agency Roscosmos has condemned the Pentagon's decision.
We consider this to be another manifestation of Washington's unfair competition in the international market of space services.
According to the Russian Space Agency, it represents an attempt to deprive American manufacturers of the opportunity to work with the Russian rocket and space industry and to artificially limit the use of Russian launch vehicles on the international market. It added that the decision may negatively affect international commercial efforts to organize regular launches of spacecraft. Also, the state corporation believes that the Pentagon wants to undermine long-standing efforts between Russia and America in the field of space. The United States began using more efficient and cheaper Russian equipment for space launches after the end of the Cold War. However, after the deterioration of Russian-American relations, some senators have suggested renouncing services from the Russian Federation. Yulia Shapovalova with the news with Rick Sanchez.